Perk, you also told our friend Woj on his podcast recently you think that KD will leave the Warriors this summer. Why do you think that?
Well, I'm real close friends with KD. I mean, we talk on the regular, but we never talk about basketball. We always talk about personal things. And, you know, I asked him the other day for the first time, like, hey, KD, man, give me a little insight on what's going on. Is you leaving? He like, hey, Perk, you know, we don't talk about that type of stuff, man. And he kind of got in his feelings about it. But I feel like he's done what he needed to do in Golden State. He won a couple rings, and it's always going to be Steph's team. I think now it's time for KD to move on and for it could be Kevin's team. You know, I know they got KD's so they could get over the hump and win titles, but now I think it's time for KD to move on so he can have his own franchise without, you know, all the other distractions or whatever the case.
I get all of that, and I also get that sort of the angst that followed him from Oklahoma City to Golden State until he maybe makes a different free agency choice, that he's never going to kind of get free of that. So I understand all of that.
Right.
It still seems weird to me. It seems as strange to me as when we covered the Bulls and that the Bulls management was like, yeah, we're firing Phil Jackson at the end of the season anyway. So, like, who does that? They just won their 6th title. With this, I kind of look at it and go, you are playing with arguably the best roster of all time, next to the greatest shooter of all time, for one of the greatest coaches of all time, fantastic front office, fantastic ownership in one of the world's greatest cities. I get why we're so used to this idea of KD leaving by now. We've talked about it so much that it seems normal. It's still kind of crazy to me.
It's not crazy to me. It really isn't. I mean, you know, he got a lot of flack for going and joining that team that previously won a championship with those great players. He's great enough to go to a franchise and have his own team and win a championship. That's why we hold him to a higher standard. Like, he doesn't have to go and join a team that won 73 games.
Okay,
that said, I do believe what Kevin has said. I think he just told our Mark Spears this, that while all of this is accurate, I agree with what Perk and Tracy said. I think he is totally focused. He has the luxury of being totally focused on this post.
Listen, I don't know KD. I haven't had too many conversations with him, but I'm just going to say this. I think when Kevin won that first championship, I think he expected more. And I think with the expectations that they had, he knew they was going to win a championship. We all knew they was going to win a championship. So I think he felt some type of way in which, okay, I got 2 championships now. I want to go.
You're 100% right. I sat down with him after that, and I thought he was very candid in a way. He said, I thought it was going to make me happy. He said, it wasn't the thing that made me happy. And I thought that was, first of all, great for him to acknowledge. I don't think guys talk about that kind of stuff enough. He goes, yeah, I thought this was it. This is finally what's going to do it. And he's like, it didn't do it.
I mean, can y'all imagine KD in New York?
People have imagined it, yes. Our producer Steve, very happy about that possibility. All right, we got one last 6 degrees of Kendrick Perkins topic involving your other former superstar teammate, LeBron James. Woj reporting Lakers GM Rob Pelinka meeting with Sixers assistant coach Monty Williams today to discuss his interest in that coaching job. Former Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, who you also played for, a leading candidate as well. Who do you think is the right coach for LeBron James, Perk?
Well, I got to be biased. I got to go with Tyronn Lue. I mean, Tyronn Lue is the only one that, I mean, because I was, you know, part of the team for 2 years, and he's a guy that actually steps up to Bron. You know, Bron knows the game. He studies film more than probably anybody I've seen past Rondo. And he comes in and he's be like, well, we'll be at shoot-around. Bron say, well, T. Lue, man, how about we do this on the pick and roll? And he's like, no, Bron, we're doing this. And he'll be like, okay. So I think the respect level that he have for T. Lue, I think is no better fit. I think the job is meant for T. Lue. I think Bron respects him, and I think, you know, obviously ex-Lakers, so, you know, go ahead and give T. Lue the job.
I talked about this with Paul Pierce yesterday. LeBron's got to respect you when you walk in the room. If he doesn't respect you when you walk in the room, it's going to be tough. Tyronn Lue has the respect when he walks in the room. Monty Williams does too, though. I mean, you know, Monty Williams is very highly respected. Both of those guys are very strong candidates in my mind.
Yeah, both actually my old teammates. Both are great candidates. I like Tyronn Lue for the job, though.